Hello, everyone. This is Director Marlon Green, Director of Photography and Multimedia of Marlon Green. I want to say hi, and I have some great subject matter for you tonight. It's about reparations and what I think should happen with the reparations and why we should get reparations and why reparations is important and why we should go about this and spread this out equally. Uh, First of all, who should and who should not get reparations? You know what I'm saying? And I think it should be like this. Reparations, who should and who should not get reparations? First of all, you must be responsible. You must be responsible. What else? You must be responsive, meaning if we give you the money, we want you to give us some feedback and potential problems that might arise, like troublesome family members or con artists or utilities or someone that's trying to rip you off. Because if you get this money, it's going to draw a lot of people and unwanted attention to you. So I'm figuring each person, each responsible family should get at least $100,000 for a family or $50,000 for an individual. But you can't just be, not diligent and think you're going to be getting this money. That's not going to happen. We're trying to now. I know there's situations and there's street rules, and some people are caught in the undergrounds, and some people are in debt, and the other. We make them work with you all too. Like if you need to buy your daughter from a pimp, or if you need to buy your family out of debt that you took on the black market, we might can help you too if it's legitimate. Now I just want to say that we're not prejudiced, and white folks should be eligible for reparations too, but not right off the top. You have to have more people that vouch for you than against you, and you have to be from a poor neighborhood and been living with the blacks for a long time, at least a couple of generations, say 10, at least 10 years. If you've been living in the hood at least 10 years and you know a lot of black folks and you white and you get a lot of props from them and you get along good and you got a family and you poor and you meet some of this criteria, you also can get reparations. But not everyone. It's only going to be a certain amount. It's only going to be 1% of total reparations is going to white folks. We're going to eliminate that. And the people who deserve to get reparations that didn't get reparations. African Americans deserve reparations. If Jews get reparations, if Latinos got reparations, Japanese got reparations, and only people that really didn't get reparations was the Native Americans, the red Native Americans, the dark Native Americans, and the African Americans. Also from other dark people from Cuba, Haiti, and other people that fought in these wars and spent their lives on these plantations and spent their lives in poverty and disgust. White folks, we're not blaming you for everything, but you need to do a better job at helping us because you have a lot more competition, and the world is out there. We're hip to your games. Just like you all divide and conquered my people with the Willie Lynch process, and you always go around with these fake programs and spy on other ways to bring the people down. Just like Matt Damon tried to go into India talking about helping the women. Not only did you try to divide the women, you tried to distribute wealth that will collapse their economy, because you're going to make the women very lazy by showering them with extra income and giving them power over the men. And there's more women than there are men, and the women are not going to say, well, I have enough power, let me stop. They're going to do just like anybody else and just keep grabbing and grabbing and grabbing until nothing's left. And also, you can't be part of any kind of secret group, because a lot of y'all are attached to these occults and these devil groups, and y'all fucking these married men and y'all having orgies, and all of the married men have multiple girlfriends and the single guys don't even have a steady girlfriend, and there's more of you all than us. Quit fucking complaining, because that means if every one of y'all occupied and it's at least 6-1, that means you're at least seeing at least 2 guys, each one of y'all, or at least entertaining 1 or 2 guys, and you're not gonna say, well, I'm seeing someone unless we ask you. People just go ahead on and lead you on and let you get into fucking trouble. And these black chicks, they need to get their head out their ass, because they'll cock block me in the bank line, or in the store, or in the mall, and they'll let any other race come up, talk to them, and promote the conversation like we're not good enough to talk to our own people. Yes, bitches, we are good enough to talk to our own people. It's just that most of you all act like hoes. I don't expect you all to be model citizens after being bought and sold after 400 years. I know you're not going to just come back to us with no money. And if you white folks think these black chicks are gonna just come back to us after being bought and sold for 400 years, then y'all discriminating. You deliberately distributed the wealth against the strong black male and had us in servitude and subjugated to all kinds of bullshit while you spoil our women. You tried to do it with Matt Damon in India, but we shut that shit down. Y'all, people like you and Bill Gates, stay out of India, stay out of Africa, because we get along better, and people, the ministries all across the world, and white folks, you're not going to be able to keep making money before us genuine black folks in Africa before us, and then all around the rest of the world you treat us like shit. That's not going to happen anymore, okay? If you don't want to fuck with us, you're going to get out of Africa. We're going to deal with Asia, because Asia has not destroyed one ancient artifact. And everywhere white folks go, everywhere Jews go, everywhere Muslims go, y'all break up shit. And you don't deserve to run the world. And speaking of running the world, the United States is still ran by demonic forces. It is in God we trust, but not the God that it's supposed to be. Because we have all of this shit going on, and a lot of people don't have the strength to even speak up, because they've been pacified, or they're too chicken shit to speak up or to give a damn about anybody else. You have all of these black bitches and all of these secret groups and all of these fraternities and all of these sororities, and we can't get a fucking thing out of them. As a matter of fact, not only can we get nothing out of them, they'll be more than likely to turn on you than the enemy. And they've been bred like this for 400 years, and they are not capable of rising beyond their environment. But every time you come on TV, it's like women this and women that. We have responsible men that y'all just don't fucking pay attention to. And also, you need to stop protesting if that house is not straight. A lot of y'all want to make our lives miserable because your life is miserable. And and you don't like to play by the rules. You all don't like to follow the rules, and you're the most disgusting people, and you lie so much, you're not friends with anyone. The Democrats are not friends with anyone because their main objectives was to make horrible people humanized. That's a straight deception. And you're not going to pivot yourself into success by refusing to cooperate. I'm charging the Democrats, I'm citing the Democrats off of that bullshit, not getting the health care done, because it took 3 years for Barack Obama to get anything on the table. Clinton failed, Bush failed, and it's just a clusterfuck, and you can't point and yell at people and come on all the talk shows blaming other people on your mistakes. Don't say anything about African American, like especially gays. Every time they like to get something, they like to bring up African Americans. African Americans and gays are are different groups. African Americans are unique to this country because we're sacrificed from day one and we have been exploited. The gays as a whole in the group have not done anything or have not sacrificed anything or have not helped anyone to solidify their request for special rules, special treatment, and special considerations. They don't respect polygamous marriages, and also Native Indians. They had multiple wives in polygamous relationships. The Amish have, Christians have polygamous relationships. The Anabaptist Christians have polygamous relationships. For to say these guys are Christians, like the evangelists and the so-called Jehovah's Witness, they're not supporting our heritages. They're not following our protocols, and they're not respecting a lot of our traditions from these different backgrounds, such as traditional African polygamous marriages. You can have, or they'll promote many girlfriends as hoes, but they would not allow the Muslims, and they would not allow the Amish, and they would not allow the Anabaptists to have spiritual wives or have legitimate wives that are recognized in the United States as far as multiple heirs. A lot of things have to be written. I think they went way overboard giving these gays these rights, and Obama, he don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's been Muslim, he's been Buddhist, he claimed he's Christian, but he's just all over the place. And claiming identity, being all over the place is one place you should or places that you should not be. You know what I'm saying? In occupation, in your field of occupation, it's okay to jump all over the place. Like if you was a mechanic, you know, you can fix flats, you can change the oil, you can change the fuse on the car. But you're not gonna be a mechanic and then go be an Olympic athlete. You're just not going to be able to compete. You can do it, but you're not going to perform at the level that you're supposed to. Everything that Obama says in his book is probably a fucking lie. And be aware of these so-called community activists that don't get along with the rest of their community activists, because more than likely they're being used. You know what I'm saying? So they'll send these community activists and these token activists in the community to act like us, but really they are turncoats. If they don't get along with the majority of us, we'll know about it because we talk, we open up, and we discuss the issues that need to be discussed. Moving along. You can't be in secret groups because y'all secretly covered it with the devils and orgies with married men and shit like that, and you can't relate to the everyday guy. You can't belong to any groups like the Boyle, Illuminati, Skull and Bones, Satanists, witches, shit like that. We can't fuck with you because that's not really our protocol either. Must have a respectable and clean household. That means everything in your household has to be straight before you come talking about complaining. And a lot of y'all like to get smart. Oh shit, we go back in the kitchen. Oh, well, we want y'all you want us in the kitchen and all of this stuff, trying to make a smart remark. Yes, we want you in the damn kitchen because that's where you belong. You have lost your family skills and you are trying to blame us for your mistakes. These ladies that be on television, these ladies that like to do office work and like to keep their nails and like to look pretty, they are not good housewives. They are lazy. They complain about everything. All they want to do is look pretty and spend up your money. Run behind niggas that don't want them. Spend your money doing it. In order to get reparations, you must be responsible. You must have responsible debt like businesses, school loans, work equipment, medical bills, family businesses, and financial perils like the family farms. No lawyers except defense and pro bono lawyers. And no cops, because y'all get enough all fucking ready, plus the equipment, plus the money, plus the prestige. You're not getting any. No retirees. If you made 30 years, 20 years on the job, you don't need no fucking reparations. No CIA, no FBI, no KKK, no supremacist group. Are you attached to them, married to them, campaign for them, hold money for them? You are ineligible for reparations. The first region that's going to get reparations is Chicago under Dr. Boyce Watkins, and all leaders will be screened, and the leaders will screen the people on the street. And that's how we're going to have it. We're going to have a merit system. It's not going to be jumping over people. We're going to have a follow-up system, and we're going to have you submit a resume or and some references. So we're going to do this the right way, okay? So you can relax. We got this.